matter because you are introducing yourself. But as we move forward, you will learn that it is really a job of the Toastmaster or general evaluator or a table topic person, not so much, but mainly Toastmaster and general evaluator, to get the introduction ahead of the time. So you are helping the speaker to establish a credibility, and also it gives them a good confidence to come here and talk about it. So that's about introducing a speaker. Any questions, thoughts, ideas?
Minesh,
Yeah.
what if you don't get an introduction, someone doesn't give you an introduction, and they're going to be speaking? How do you introduce them?
I have handled, so in a regular club meeting, you know most of the members, so you can come up with some fake introduction. Not as much meat you want to have, but if you don't know a person and if you are supposed to introduce, maybe try to reach out a couple times, and if still somehow there is a disconnect, you can say, it's my great honor to introduce Vidya Punamaneni to give a speech on this subject matter. She is an expert on this subject, so I would rather have her tell me about the subject matter. You really learn those things as you become a Toastmaster, an experienced Toastmaster, or an experienced public speaking person. Many times, most of the times people respect and they give you the information you have asked for, but sometimes the biggest culprit is emails nowadays. All of you are working, so you get 60, 70 emails every day, and not necessarily you can comb through all of them. So that's one thing. In that case, you pick up a phone. After second try, you pick up a phone. You don't want to bother people, but it really is for their benefit. It's not for my benefit to get your introduction. It really is a benefit of the speaker that I get an introduction so I can introduce them well. Did I answer your question?
Good.
Okay. You have any question?
What if the intro's too long? What if they give me something that's a whole page and I don't want to?
So, funny you asked me. I got few introductions which were almost half of the speech. And I just responded saying, this is a icebreaker. All I need is a one or a two lines such as who you are and what do you do. And rest of should be part of your speech. And sometimes you have to cut and you have to manage. It goes back to, it comes with experience. When you do more, you understand. And you know, one of the things I have said in the preparing to speak is, many times when people are speaking, they want to say everything. Well, you're going to have more speeches down the road, so save some material. Mark could have talked today about all 5 days of his Disney trip, but maybe saved for second and a third speech. So that's one of the things you do. Yes, Gretchen?
One of the things that an introduction does is allow the Toastmaster to set the stage for your presentation so that you don't have to do that. They're not going to give your presentation, they're just going to give little tidbits so that people are interested in hearing what you have to say.
Do you see any hands going up here on this side? No. Okay, so moving on to preparing to speak, same thing, you have main ideas, and as we move on, you will learn more things and we will add to this. Our goal is to keep what we pass out at the meeting to a one-pager, and then you will have a handout. So Gretchen has a handout for her presentation later on that Greg just passed out. If we try not to overwhelm you, the most important thing for the people who are speaking next week, page 10 and 11 of your workbook has very many good tips and ideas that I have not tried to repeat in my handout. But please read that. It really gives you pointers as well as tips and techniques of delivering a good icebreaker speech. So now we are at the point that we are going to have a fun segment of our meeting, which is table topics. And to do the